Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and I wanted to show you some more of the beautiful free stuff that we've got during the second wave of celebration. So this is free designer series paper, except I've coloured it. So I'm going to show you what it is. It's called Flowering Foils. I couldn't think for a second. So this one is silver. This one, which is what I'm going to use today, is rose gold and silver. Use that one, and then you get 3 each of the 4 designs. This one is rose gold here, and then the one I used on my project is rose gold and silver, and they're single-sided, but you can colour them. So I have done blends work on them, although I can't find mine at the moment. And you can roll a sponge. So I've done roller sponging a few times, but I hadn't shared it on video until last week when I showed you the Tags in Bloom, also a free celebration stamp set. This is free, this is free. I'm using the two again, and I loved the technique, so I wanted to show it to you again. This one, the one colour I used was Lovely Lipstick, and perhaps you can see it a little better there, like that. So it starts dark at the top and goes down. And I'm going to use Blueberry Bushel this time. Haven't tested it? Let's just wing it. And I know that my roller sponge looks filthy. Trust me, it's clean. And all you do, if you missed my video last week, you don't go backwards and forwards, you go away from you in one direction or towards you. Whatever you do, you just keep going over and over, and then that way your whole sponge is covered. I tend to go away from me quite a lot, and then I bring it back to me quite a lot, just so that it's really well covered. And then when you roller on your paper, you do that again in single strokes. You don't go backwards and forwards. You just keep rollering. And this might take a bit of building up, looking at it. Some colours come out dark really quickly, others not so much. But it's rather lovely, isn't it? And you get the ombre effect straight away. So you can see obviously it's blue up there and it's white down here, but that comes by the fact that the ink is leaving the sponge and ending up on your paper, and there's less and less of it that's coming off. So I'm just going to keep building up. This is such a lovely, easy effect to do, and oh my goodness, on this paper, it's gorgeous. It really is. I was thrilled with how that one turned out. And I'm loving how this is coming out. I feel like it wants to be a bit darker at the top. So I'm just going to keep going. And I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So it just needs a bit more at the top. That's it. There we go, a little bit darker. And I love it. I just love that look. And it's so easy, it really is. And it's just beautiful. Really lovely. So that's the hard part. It's not hard at all. Okay, so I didn't tell you how big the piece of paper was. 6 by 12 inches, half a sheet of cards, half a sheet of 12 by 12 paper. It's free. Use loads of it. Okay, on the long side, score it at 1.5, 5 3/4, 7 1/4, and 11.5 inches, which in metric is 4, 14.5, 18.5, 29. Turn it round and score it on the short side at 1.5, which is 4 inches. And this one, it's going to be very slightly shorter. I decided I didn't like it not meeting up. But what you will end up with is 4 1/4 that way, 4.5 that way, and 1.5 that way. So that one is going to be very slightly taller. Like I say, after I'd finished making it, I thought, I don't like the bottom. No, need a bit more. You do get very inky fingers, we'll say that. Right, so I'm just going to take off a little bit there, a little bit there, and cut all of those. So I've separated what's going to become the bottom. And I'm going to put some tear and tape along here. I would if I could see it. Oh, it's so much stuff going on my desk right now. Oh, there it is. It was underneath the bag. Right. So take that off. And then bring the two sides in and the back, and then this is going to be the front, so I'm going to put some more tear and tape on there. My phone's on my desk and it's ringing. Everything's on silent apart from that. Well, you can still hear the vibration. Okay, so that's all sealed up there, so I'm going to pinch in the sides just like that, and I'm going to run my finger down the sides to make it go in. Now if you were putting something in that was bulky, it will resist at a point. Oh look, stay on my fingers. You might need to let it dry a little bit before you start manhandling it like me. But for now, what I'm going to do is use a couple of pegs to keep it closed while I tie a bow. They left a voicemail, yay, that's good. Okay, bow tied. Right, and what I want to do is continue the ombre look. So I've got some paper left over from a project the other day, and I'm going to come back in with the blue that I had before and hope there's enough on here. There possibly isn't. No, I might need to go in a little bit more, because I want to do the same sort of technique again so that I can stamp over it. So this was a bit like my customer thank you card that I did the other day. And oh, where's the just for you? There, yeah, there it is. Just for you. Now, this guy punches that way round, so I need to have my stamped image going in this fashion. Back in with a blueberry bushel again. Oh, and I need to put the bit round it, which I forgot. There's an edge to it as well. Just go around the outside. And then punch that out. And I'll put some dimensionals on the back. And in the top corner, up there, and that's my lovely ombre bag. So like I say, I knew that this one was going to come out shorter. I didn't like the fact that that didn't feel like a strong enough base, but I love them. I just think that's such a lovely technique. The ombre look over beautiful foiled papers. That's free paper. I love it. Oh, look at that, in less than 10 minutes. But you do get a bit inky on the fingers. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.